It's week 1 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jaguars and the Commanders, and it comes your way next.
We are technically... Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the 27, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
If they had in mind there, that's going to go as a loss of 4. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Lawrence rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This is caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Manhertz from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the seventh-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Wentz going to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Wentz on third down.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Wentz and Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first.
Now Wentz.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Wentz.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back.
To throw is Wentz. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Sly able to put this one through. still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Back out is the Jacksonville offense and Trevor Lawrence. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it. Perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground, ETN, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Holding, offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Wentz. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 27. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And Lawrence will throw. There's Manhurts, the tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Lawrence on first down. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. From midfield now, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Now Lawrence to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Throwing now is Wentz.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz to the right side and complete to Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Wentz.
And he takes it in. Touchdown Commanders.
Carson Wentz as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. On 2nd and 9, Wentz, his throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wentz. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, here's Agnew. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And we'll get a few yards here to the 34.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now the Washington offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. Wentz going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Wentz on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big pull that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Sliding out of the pocket. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 39, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Agnew now to return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Toss play to Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Evades him at the 20. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Etienne. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Lawrence going to keep it. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Full to run show Fatukasi there on the tackle. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down.